nominate our tall leaders.
All right, so Congress leaders over there asking about why other people's pictures are not being put up inside the assembly over there. Congress leaders gathering there in large numbers outside the assembly, protesting with pictures. In fact, they have pictures, I think, of Jawaharlal Nehru as well as other leaders. The questions that the Congress is raising is that why was this not discussed with the opposition, before it was essentially decided to put up pictures inside the new assembly. And
see, you know, few months back, certain controversies were there. So it was a sensitive issue. So this could have been solved, provided the speaker or the government could have called all the floor leaders, discussed with them how to go about and sorted out this.
So
then unilaterally doing it, we don't know also.
Is that the reason you are opposing the government?
No, I don't know. I've just come. It's 1 minute I came late.
Government is banning Savarkar photo along with the other leaders' portrait in the assembly.
I don't know anything. I've not gone to the house.
Why are you protesting?
I don't know. I have not talked to Siddaramaiah. I am not able to go there. I will talk.
They want us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our assembly should not take place. They want us to disturb. They have brought this photo because we are going to raise a lot of corruption issues on them. On the 40% scandal, the dirty job what the government has done, we are going to raise that. On the electoral scandals and lot of scandals which will be coming out. So they want to block it. They feel that we are going to fight out for it and we will not allow them for the proceedings.
Government is planning through Hindu agenda?
Yes. That doesn't have any development agenda. That's all.
all right, joining us on the phone line is Ashwath Narayanan from the BJP. He's the State General Secretary of the BJP in Karnataka. Ashwath Narayanan, good morning. How do you see the Congress party's protest that is taking place outside the Vidhan Sauda? They, of course, say that they're not opposed to Veer Savarkar's picture, but they want other leaders' pictures to be put as well. Your comments, please.
Madam, Congress party always allegation against BJP in the footpath and roadside. But they are not ready to prove any, they are not ready to discuss with the document. See, the government has put one photo in the Assembly House of the Suvarna Sauda in Belgaum. I don't know why Congress people they are against protest against him. He is the freedom fighter. Srimati Indira Gandhi appreciates him. And Srimati Indira Gandhi released on the stamp also. Rajiv Gandhi also write a letter in his name. And everybody is appreciative of the Savarkar against agitation of the freedom. See, Congress people in Karnataka, Congress people, Siddaramaiah and team, D.K. Shivkumar team always protest and boycott the assembly. They have unnecessarily gave allegations to BJP government against BJP government, but they have not any single document proof in the. They are not ready to prove the allegations in the floor of the houses. This is one of the best time to debate the house. First, they have come and debate the houses. What are all they want to? What are the positive and negative things? First, they have come and discuss the floor of the house. Why unnecessarily they have boycott the assembly?
Right. Right, Mr. Narayanan, thank you very much for speaking to us. So as the BJP, of course, sees this merely as diversionary tactics from the Congress party, not to let the session go ahead.
See.
And here's a look at what else is making news this morning. Twin Pakistani drone intrusion attempts took place in Gurdaspur. The first drone was spotted at Chandu Batala, wherein 26 rounds were fired by the BSF towards the drone. After this, another drone was spotted again in Kasowal, with 72 rounds being fired to push back the Pakistani drone. This is the third incident of the Pakistani drone sighting in the area in 2 days. A SpiceJet flight SG-115 from Mumbai to Darbhanga has been diverted and landed at Patna Airport. A huge uproar was seen at the Patna Airport, where passengers alleged that no arrangement was being made for the airlines to send them to their final destinations. Their intelligence unit of the Customs Department has intercepted a passenger coming from Dubai at the Kochi airport this morning. Officials claim that gold weighing 1.17 kgs, worth about 48 lakh rupees, was seized, which was concealed inside his body in 4 capsule-shaped pockets. A portion of a bridge that was built across the Burgandak River in Begusarai collapsed and fell into a river. The bridge had developed cracks a few days ago. Sources claim that nobody was on the bridge at the time of the collapse. One person has died and 10 were injured, reportedly, as a private bus and a container vehicle collided in Khopoli area of Raigad district. Reports claim that the bus was returning from a wedding ceremony and was carrying about 35 passengers. Investigations are underway. After submission of the interim report to the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, the first massive eviction drive is being carried out in Assam. Over 800 police personnel have been deployed to assist the administration. The Indian women's hockey team returned to India triumphant earlier this morning after winning the FIH Nations Cup. With this victory, the Indian team has also qualified for the FIH Pro League in 23-24. You are watching Republic TV. Still to come, Argentina emerges as champion of the FIFA World Cup 2022 despite France's tough fight. And Argentina celebrates while riots break out in France following the World Cup loss.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call DEN toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने. मेरा दोस्त है. वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है. घोस्ट को कैसे पता मैं अंधेरे से डरता हूँ? घोस्ट मेरा दोस्त है. मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं. जैसे हैवल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं. ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े. वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर.
Life will test you. It will turn your world upside down. Again. And again. And again. The only way to hit back is to stand up. Stand up every time. And say, I'm not done.
Here, gravity and physics don't call the shots, and sound travels slower than you. This is a different kind of place. That's why we're looking for different kind of people, for whom excellence is not a job, but a way of being, be it in the sky or on the ground. We're looking for an invincible team of invincible people, people who are a cut above.
Join the Indian Air Force to be a cut above.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
Argentina's World Cup victory was celebrated in a special way in Rosario, the hometown of Lionel Messi. Winning the World Cup in Qatar by penalties unleashed a sea of people who went out to celebrate the third world title of the Argentines national football team. Argentina's 3 goals in the 3-3 draw in the 120 minutes were from those links to Rosario. The celebration was very special in a city where football is the passion of thousands. The national monument to the flag, the symbol of the city and the epicenter, all the celebrations in Rosario was filled with thousands of people celebrating. It was expected that the festivities could go on throughout the week as Argentina celebrates its 3rd World Cup title. Agency report for Republic TV.
ಸುವರ್ಣಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. 10 ದಿವಸ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ನಡೀತದೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. 10 ದಿವಸ ಫಲಪ್ರದವಾದಂಥ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ವತಿಯಿಂದನೂ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಜನರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕಲಾಪಗಳು ಸುಗಮವಾಗಿ ನಡೀಬೇಕು. ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ 10 ದಿವಸ ಈ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ಈ 15ನೇ ವಿಧಾನಸಭೆಯ ಬೆಳಗಾಂನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಕೊನೆಯ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ಇರೋದರಿಂದ ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆಯಾಗಿ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಸಿದ್ಧಿದೆ ಅಂತ.
And we hope that the opposition cooperates.
Savarkar photo ಭಾವಚಿತ್ರ ಅಳವಡಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಜೆಂಡಾವನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಯಾವ ದೇಶ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಅದು ಬಹುತೇಕವಾಗಿ ಇಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ನಿನ್ನ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ನಮಗಂತೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಧಾನಸಭೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಪೀಕರು ಮತ್ತು ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಚರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ
What happens inside the house is the prerogative of the Speaker of the Assembly. It's up to the Speaker.
ಅದೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನಂತರ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Also, one of the Lok Sabha MPs from Maharashtra wanted to enter. The DC here has restrained him.
We have restrained him. Not only that, another 3-4 people wanted to enter. We have restrained everybody, and we will not allow anybody to come into Karnataka unlawfully. ಈ ಅಧಿವೇಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಂಡನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Let us see when it comes. Private bill has got its own position. We'll see what it is. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that was Baswaraj Bommai, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, over there saying that he sees these Congress protests not serving any purpose, in a sense, saying that it is the Speaker's prerogative whose pictures he unveils inside the Assembly. The face-off, of course, between the Congress and the BJP has been brewing over this for quite some time. The Congress party questioning the fact that the BJP government has not chosen to put out other pictures of other leaders, including Jawaharlal Nehru. This unveiling of photographs, including that of Veer Savarkar, was to take place in in Belgavi, inside the session, inside the Vidhan Sauda over there. Aneri is joining us right now. Aneri, we just heard Baswaraj Bovai over there saying that the Congress party is just using diversionary tactics in a sense, not wanting to let the House function, and that is why they've brought this up.
Well, that's right, Nupur. We have been seeing how now the face-off between the Congress and the BJP is going on. Well, not to forget, in a few months from now, we will also be seeing that Karnataka will be going for state assembly elections. And ahead of that, this assembly session was very important. But Congress and the BJP face-off definitely continues. As on one hand, we see that the Congress leaders are saying that they do not want, the BJP does not want to discuss any sort of development works and other issues in the state assembly.
ಇಂದು ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಹಳ ಒತ್ತಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಈ ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತ ಅನೇಕ ಘಟನೆಗಳು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಆತ್ಮಹತ್ಯೆ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳು ನಡೆದಿದ್ದು, ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದೇ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮಹತ್ಯೆ ಪ್ರಕರಣ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ ದಾರಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಆಫೀಸಿಂದ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 10:30 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿಯವ್ರದ್ದು, ಬಾಬಾ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಅವರದ್ದು ಫೋಟೋ ಅನಾವರಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಕಾಂಟ್ರವರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಎಂದು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನಮಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅದು ಚರ್ಚೆ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನವಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಈ ವಿಧಾನಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುವರ್ಣಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಂಥ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಭಾರತದ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಪಂಡಿತ್ ಜವಾಹರ್ಲಾಲ್ ನೆಹರು ಅವರ ಭಾವಚಿತ್ರ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಶಿಶಿನಾಳ್ ಶರೀಫ್ ಅವರ ಭಾವಚಿತ್ರ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ವಿಶ್ವಗುರು ಬಸವಣ್ಣವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಗುರು ಅವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಕನಕದಾಸರ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಬಾಬು ಜಗಜೀವನ್ ರಾಮ್ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಕುವೆಂಪುರವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ ರವರ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳನ್ನು ಏನೇನು ನಾವು ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಕುವೆಂಪುರವರು. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯ ಏನು ವಿಧಾನಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸುವರ್ಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಸವಣ್ಣವರ ಆದಿಯಾಗಿ, ಶಿಶುನಾಳ್ ಶರೀಫ್ ಆದಿಯಾಗಿ, ಕುವೆಂಪು ಆದಿಯಾಗಿ, ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗುರು ಆದಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಮಹಾನ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಕನಕದಾಸರ ಭಾವಚಿತ್ರ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಹೊರತು ಯಾರು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕಳಕಳೆ, ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ, ಬದುಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ದಾರಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದಂಥ ನಾಯಕರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ದೇಶದ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರು ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಕಳೆದ 50 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ವಿಧಾನಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಭಾವಚಿತ್ರ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೇವೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಆದಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ರಾಜಕಾರಣನೇ ಮುಖ್ಯನೇ ಹೊರತು ನಿಮಗೆ ಜನರ ಬದುಕು ಭಾವನೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೇ we are as Hindus. We are born Hindus. We will die as Hindus. We are performing Hinduism better than them. They are ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ ನಾಟಕ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾವ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆಚರಣೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಚಾರ ವಿಚಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮದು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳೇ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ. ಅವರು ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಓಟ್ ಕದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 40% ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ KB ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಬೆಸ್ಕಾಂ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. 30 ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, 40% ಕೊಡೋ ಗಂಟ ನಮಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೆದು ಕೊಟ್ಟವ್ರು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅವರು. ಕಮಿಷನ್ನು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ತಾಂಡು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ದಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸುಳ್ಳಿನ ರಾಜ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಉಂಟೇನ್ರಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳೇ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಸಮರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸುಳ್ಳಿನ ರಾಜ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಟೆಲ್ ದಟ್. ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
2004ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರನ ಬರೆದಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಭಾವಚಿತ್ರ ಅನಾವರಣ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಾಗೆ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ರು. ಒಂದು ಘನತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದು
ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
I don't know about this issue. I will speak about it when I get more details.
ಯಾವ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಅಜೆಂಡಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ. ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಗುರು ಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಬಾಬು ಜಗಜೀವನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಶ್ರೀನಾಥ್ ಶಿರಿ ಬೇಕು, ಬೇಕು, ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಕು, ಕನಕದಾಸರು ಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಗೆ ದಾರ್ಶನಿಕರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಕು, ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಧರ್ಮದ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಸಂತರು ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ, ಅವ್ರ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯಕ್ಕೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ತಪ್ಪು ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
We will also make our points inside the assembly.
ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಆ ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿ ನಾವು ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನ ತಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, 1-2 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಅಂಚೆ ಚೀಟಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 5-6 ಫೋಟೋ 7-8 ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ.
There are many heroes, and if you have to choose and pick 5 or 6, Savarkar shouldn't be one of them.
What is the motive, sir, behind this?
Today, after a big demand that in North Karnataka assembly should be conducted in Suvarna Sauda after 3 years, for the first time a short session has been called here. We wanted to discuss the biggest corruption scandals of the state, of this government. We wanted to discuss about the theft of the voters. They have appointed 8,600 BLOs, which is against the constitution, which is against the law of the election commission. So we wanted to discuss that. They have appointed the workers. They are stealing the data and giving to all their political party. So already IAS officers have been suspended. We wanted to discuss on the whatever the corruption on the recruitment scandal of PSI engineers and all other scandals on employment which has been taking place. We wanted to discuss on various issues on the development agenda which they are not taking care. This has become not a development state. They are trying to take it on a communal angle. So we wanted to discuss that. They want us to protest themselves and make their leader, make their whatever the names which they are trying to bring. They never discussed with us. They never discussed with us. They diverted. They said that they are going to unveil Mahatma Gandhiji and Baba Sahib Ambedkar photo. So we are telling that you do Baba Sahib Ambedkar, you do Mahatma Gandhiji, you do Baswanda. We want our Jagjivan Ram, Shishinath Sharif, Kankadas, Valmiki, Narayan Guru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, there Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Abdul Kalam, Maulana Azad, all these great leaders who fought for our independence and who has helped for the social engineering of this state.
Yes, so will you protest inside the well of the house? How you going to...
Yes, definitely we will have to come on record and we will protest inside the house also.
So you said
Congress Legislature Party, both the MLAs and MLCs, ಒಂದು ಒತ್ತಾಯವನ್ನ ಮುಂದಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು it is not a protest, it is a demand. It is not a protest. I am making it very, very clear. It is not a protest, it is our demand to put portraits of national leaders and also social reformers. ದಾರ್ಶನಿಕರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಸವಣ್ಣ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗುರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕನಕದಾಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
All right, so the Congress party they're demanding pictures of other leaders also be put inside the assembly in Belgavi. On the left-hand side, even as the Congress continued to protest, this portrait and others were unveiled inside the Vidhan Sauda in Belgavi. You are watching Republic TV. We step into a very short break. On the other side, we'll be bringing you more news, including, of course, the Assam government acts on illegal encroachment. Massive eviction drive is underway. And in Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis confirms that the Lok Ayukt bill will be introduced.
$5 lakhs.
लोन चाहिए तो पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए, लोन सही मिलेगा यहीं.
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
Hey, boss.
Rahul? How come you're here?
शाहरुख ने बताया.
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom.
What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah.
शाहरुख ने बताया.
मैंने?
Wait up. Booking a car service.
Booking a service from here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं.
Charging station for my electric car. Ah, found it. Really? How? Shahrukh ne bataya.
There's so much more.
जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
Darling, you don't even have a Hyundai.
Honey, that's exactly what I'm doing. Buying one.
क्योंकि शाहरुख ने बताया.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
Magnificent picture, magnificent sound, magnificent experience. Magnifique. High performance TVs by Aiwa Japan. Now in India.
To begin with, about the encroachment that has been taking place or in various government land and also hot rod land in the state of Assam for the last many decades have reached its peak point, and over 8,000 bighas of hot rod lands and similar number of government lands have been encroached by illegal encroachers. And today we are getting to know that in Nagaon district several notices were also served beforehand by the district administration to the public who have been on the encroached land, but they were undeterred by the notices that were served. And today this massive eviction drive is being carried out in Batadraba area. Altogether in this area approximately 573 bighas of government land have been encroached by encroachers, and in due course of time this entire encroached land will be freed by eviction. A total number of 10 ZCVs have been deployed by the district administration today, and also 6 saw machines and 2 poklands have been deployed to carry out this eviction drive. At present, the eviction drive is going on at the in a market area which was illegally set up by the public, and after this also eviction drive will be carried out in residential areas which have been encroached, which have been illegally built by a certain section of public. It may also be mentioned that this is a mega impact of Republic impact, because
you are watching Republic TV, and on the other side we bring you the spectacular victory of Argentina over France in the World Cup finals. And Argentina celebrates as riots break out in France over their World Cup final defeat.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special. Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम, डायबिटीज को रोको तुम।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Welcome back. You are watching Republic TV. Now launching a scathing attack on the Aam Aadmi government in Punjab, Union Minister Anurag Thakur has now said that the Khalistani elements have got a free run in the state ever since the AAP government came to power.
देखिए, पंजाब में सरकार बदलने के बाद जैसे आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार आई तो 3 महीनों में 70 से ज़्यादा लोगों की वहाँ पर हत्याएं हो गई, गैंग वॉर चलनी शुरू हो गई, मशहूर गायक की हत्या कर दी गई, फिरौती के काम शुरू हो गए और सीमा पार से कुछ घटनाओं को अंजाम देने के प्रयास भी हुए। और जिस तरह से खालिस्तान के बात वापस सुनने को मिली है, मेरा तो इतना ही रहेगा कि बॉर्डर स्टेट है, कमजोर सरकार से काम नहीं चल सकता। जिस तरह से केंद्र में मोदी सरकार ने कड़ी कार्रवाई आतंकवाद के खिलाफ की है, उसी तरह की कार्रवाई पंजाब में भी होनी चाहिए। ऐसी सोच को फिर पनपने नहीं देना चाहिए।
And here's a quick look at what else is making news this morning. Fresh controversy over Savarkar's picture in the state of Karnataka. Pictures of Veer Savarkar have been put up in the assembly, which will be officially unveiled, which was rather earlier this morning officially unveiled today by the speaker. While the Congress has been opposing the decision, the BJP has hit back, asking what's wrong with putting up the picture of a freedom fighter in the state assembly. The Congress party is all set to bring in a no-confidence motion against Shivraj Singh Chauhan's government in Madhya Pradesh. MP Congress President Kamal Nath has said that the party MLAs will be voting in a no-confidence motion that will be brought out against the BJP government in the winter session of the House. In the 230-member House, the ruling BJP has 127 MLAs, while the Congress has 96. The Enforcement Directorate will question actor Rakul Preet Singh today in connection with a narcotics case. The BRS MLA pilot Rohit Reddy has also been asked to appear before the ED today. Bengal BJP is all set to hold a party core committee meeting today, at which the top brass of the state will be present. Party will discuss the strategy for the upcoming panchayat elections and then the 2024 general elections. The party will also be discussing the strategy to strengthen the party at the booth level. After the submission of the interim report to the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, the first massive eviction drive has begun a while ago in Assam. Over 800 police personnel have been deployed to assist the administration. The newly elected MLAs of Gujarat Legislative Assembly will take oath on the first day of the two-day session starting today. Elections for the post of Speaker and Deputy Speaker will also be held on Tuesday. The Delhi High Court will hear a batch of petitions today concerning the 2022 riots of Delhi, including those seeking FIRs against certain political leaders for allegedly delivering hate speeches. We slip into a short break, but coming up next, the Assam government acts on illegal encroachments. A massive eviction drive is underway. And the Congress party ups the ante, says Veer Savarkar is a controversial figure. Why honor him?
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharti Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया.
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है.
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर. जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूं. मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा. आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव. फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल ना टूटेगा ना छूटेगा.
Volkswagen Tygoon, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
ग्रेटर नोएडा एक्सप्रेस वे बस देख सकते हैं. यहाँ पर एक सुबह 5 बजे भीषण हादसा हुआ. 3 लोगों की इस पूरे हादसे में मौत हो चुकी है.
किरोड़ीलाल मीणा राहुल के भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के बने हुए टेंटों में अभी भी काबिज हैं. यहाँ लोग हैं, अलग अलग मांगों को लेकर के यहाँ पे प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं.
Indian origin nurse who hailed from Kerala was found murdered in UK. Husband has now been arrested and has been taken into custody after he's all three, including his wife and the 2 children, to death.
Content wins, forced landing loses. Channels spend crores on forced landing. There's only one clear winner in election week. A super election week victory. Content versus landing. Only Republic wins.
We'll stop at Lesatra Himanto. Government acts on illegal encroachment. Massive eviction drive underway in Batadrava. It's a fresh face-off over Savarkar photo in Karnataka Assembly. Mega fireworks likely as speaker to unveil pictures officially.
They want us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our proceeding, assembly should not take place.
Congress ups the ante, says Savarkar is a controversial figure. Why honor him?
एक बात वापस सुनने को मिली है, मेरा तो इतना ही रहेगा कि बॉर्डर स्टेट है, कमजोर सरकार से काम नहीं चल सकता।
After Amritpal controversy, Anurag Thakur takes on Man government says Khalistani elements on a rise in Punjab. Argentina celebrates while riots break out in France following World Cup loss. Viewers, we are live and breaking this morning. I'm Shivangi Shukla, getting to the top story which is coming in right now as a showdown over Savarkar photo continues to rage on in Karnataka Assembly. Union Minister Giriraj Singh has now hit out at the Congress asking if it wants Tipu Sultan's portrait instead. So we're seeing a showdown happening right now, viewers, a big showdown. In fact, Savarkar's photo has been unveiled at the Vidhan Sabha. And as Karnataka is preparing for its winter assembly session, while the winter assembly session kicks off, we are seeing a showdown between the Congress and the BJP happening there. Big news coming in, a big update as well, that Giriraj Singh, Union Minister, has gone ahead, hit out at the Congress and asking if it wants Tipu Sultan's portrait instead. A political storm has broken out in the Karnataka Assembly after a picture of Savarkar was put up in the Assembly Hall, and Congress has said that the government should have taken everybody into confidence and demanded a discussion on corruption and the state's development. And the photo has kicked off a huge storm right now. Let's go ahead and play out what the Union Minister Giriraj Singh had said.
वीर सावरकर की तस्वीर को लेकर बवाल हुआ है कर्नाटका के अंदर। कांग्रेस कह रही है कि तस्वीर नहीं होनी चाहिए असेंबली के अंदर, क्या कहेंगे?
तो क्या टीपू सुल्तान की तस्वीर होनी चाहिए कर्नाटक में? अगर वीर सावरकर का नहीं होना चाहिए तो किसका होना चाहिए?
वीर सावरकर की तस्वीर को लेकर बवाल हुआ है कर्नाटका के अंदर। कांग्रेस कह रही है कि तस्वीर नहीं होनी चाहिए असेंबली के अंदर, क्या कहेंगे?
तो क्या टीपू सुल्तान की तस्वीर होनी चाहिए कर्नाटक में? अगर वीर सावरकर का नहीं होना चाहिए तो किसका होना चाहिए?
All right, viewers, let's go to Aneri. Aneri, a very good morning to you. We are seeing a showdown there in the Karnataka Assembly as well. Let's take us through what exactly is happening and what is the latest update. Who has said what?
Well, definitely, Shivangi, a big face-off in Karnataka just ahead of the assembly session, where we see now that the Congress leaders are seen staging protests outside the Karnataka assembly. They were seen holding placards of Jawaharlal Nehru, PV Narasimha Rao and other senior leaders, former leaders, where we see that they have been demanding that these leaders' posters also should be put up, whereas they're not very clearly stating that they have a problem with Veer Savarkar's photo, but yes, they also in a way have been demanding the government to come up with other leaders' posters also. But also in the meantime, DK Shivkumar, senior Congress leader in Karnataka, has very clearly stated that it is the BJP government does not want to take up any sort of discussions in connection with the development works of various projects and other issues in the Karnataka assembly, and that is why they are doing all such sort of politics, is what DK Shivkumar has been saying. Whereas now we also have the Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai's statement coming in, whereas he has stated that this is a legislative issue. The speaker will decide and further discussion will also be taken place, whereas he also stated that the opposition parties points also will be noted down into this matter. So definitely a face-off between the Congress and the BJP has been going on, escalating over Veer Savarkar's photo, whereas Congress has been saying that they should come up with other posters also. And now we see that Veer Savarkar's photo has also been unveiled in the assembly, where we see that now the central minister Giriraj Singh has also hit it out at the Congress party. He has said that if not Veer Savarkar, then what if should they come up with Tipu Sultan's poster, is what the central minister Giriraj Singh has been questioning the Congress party. A mega face-off in Karnataka between the Congress and the BJP comes up. Then not to forget, we are going to see that there will be state assembly elections in coming few months. In next 6 months, the state assembly elections will be happening. So definitely very important assembly session. But yes, on the day one, before the assembly session could begin, we see that the Congress leaders were seen staging protests. DK Shivkumar, HK Patil, Siddaramaiah and many such leaders were also seen staging protests outside the Karnataka assembly, where they have been demanding that there should be posters of other leaders also should come up there. And now DK Shivkumar has also hit it out at the Karnataka government over various developments.
I'm sorry, I'll come back to you, Aneri. I know you're getting us the top updates. I just want to go across to S. Prakash, BJP spokesperson, who has joined us on the phone line. Thank you so much for joining us, S. Prakash. All right, so what is your reaction coming in? Because we are seeing an entire showdown and the Congress going ahead, staging a protest, and they are saying a couple of things that they are saying that they want our assembly proceedings should not take place. How would you like to reply to the Congress? What do you want to tell them?
It is a very shameful act by the Congress leaders. A party which always boasts that they brought the freedom to the nation, today opposing a freedom fighter portrait being unveiled in the Karnataka Assembly premises. This speaks about the denigration of the Congress values in the current leadership. Savarkar was a great freedom fighter. The Karnataka government has rightly honored him. I welcome it. The Congress party behavior is seen by the people of Karnataka, and they will be getting the fitting replies in the coming days.
Absolutely. And S. Prakash, also, we have said that Union Minister Giriraj Singh has hit out at the Congress asking if it wants Tipu Sultan's portrait instead. So right now the Congress is saying that the Congress is also saying the reply that they are giving the BJP is everybody should have been taken into confidence. That's what they are saying. How would you like to react to that? They're saying that everybody should be taken into confidence. Do you think that should have happened? Were they taken into confidence?
There are two issues. Speaker is the custodian of the House. He decides what is to be done and what is not to be done. Whether he has consulted or not, I am not aware of it. I would like to remind Mr. Siddaramaiah, when he was the Chief Minister, he started Tipu Jayanti against the wishes of the people of Karnataka. Did he sought the opinion of the then opposition leader BJP? He did not. It was an unilateral decision by the government. Why now they are critiquing about unveiling a portrait of Savarkar? Instead of they should have welcomed it and taken part in the event. They are insulting a freedom fighter.
Right. Okay, I'm also being joined right now at this moment by Dr. Bharat Shetty. He is joining us on the phone line. Thank you so much for joining us. What is your reaction coming in? We are seeing that, Congress going ahead saying Savarkar is a controversial figure and his photo should have not been put there in the assembly, though the showdown was expected when this news was first announced.
See, the Congress party has continued insulting a freedom fighter like that. He is one of the tallest figures among the freedom fighters also. He has been an inspiration to many other freedom fighters. I think Congress party should not stoop to this level. The party which claims that we have got freedom for this country, they claim it all the time. They should not insult freedom fighters like this. I don't know what is why they are doing that. What is the reason for doing that? Are they trying to, is it because of the vote bank politics or whatever? This is a new law they have stooped to. We don't have anything else to say. It's a very, very sad thing that they're insulting such a big freedom fighter like this. And he's the only freedom fighter who has got
Doctor,
lifetime imprisonment.
yes,
also.
absolutely. Yeah. Right. And what reply do you want to give to the Congress right now? They are protesting. They are saying that it is the BJP which is saying the BJP is the one who doesn't want that the proceedings of the House continues, but they are the one who are protesting, and they're the ones who are holding a protest right outside the assembly. So isn't that disrupting the proceedings of the House?
See, it is like this. The Congress didn't have to do a protest about this. They had to just, you see, it is an agreed fact. Even their past Prime Minister, late Srimati Indira Gandhi, has also told how big a person Veer Savarkar was. I don't know why these Congress people are doing this protest and all. And by doing a protest, they are trying to stall the proceedings or something like that. That is not required. If they have an issue, let them come up with the issue and let them face it in the assembly. Let them put their thoughts forward. Why did I have to protest against this? This is a part. Freedom fighters, they have unveiled the portrait of it. It's okay, let it happen, let go on. If they have an important issue to say in the assembly, let them talk about it. Why they have to protest about this thing? They would have kept quiet.
Right. And also one last question to you, Dr. Bharat Shetty. Now the freedom fighters have always been a bone of contention between the BJP and the Congress for a very long time. So how do you really see things going ahead at this point of time? Because this has been a bone of contention between both the parties.
See, it is like this. This is not a political issue. Actually, we should not make a political issue out of it. At that time, a particular person has given his life up for the country. He has gone through various tortures by the British. We should consider all those things. We cannot now sit in this century and talk about degrade a freedom fighter like this. I don't think this should become a political issue. We should be proud of such people. We should be proud of such freedom fighters. It should not be a Congress BJP thing. He's an Indian first. He's not the BJP was not there that time also. Congress was there. Congress leaders have agreed that he's a great freedom fighter. I don't know why the present Congress is objecting, and it's shameful. It's literally very shameful that Congress is stooping to such level.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Bharat Shetty, for joining us, BJP MLA. So right now we are seeing a big showdown where the Congress is going ahead. They are staging a protest outside the assembly, and they are saying, this is what they are saying, that they want the assembly proceedings to not take place. But we have spoken to some BJP leaders who are saying that this act by the Congress is shameful. Union Minister Giriraj Singh has now hit out at the Congress, asking if it wants to put Tipu Sultan's portrait instead. Now, this is our top story on Republic TV. Many reactions have also come in. Let's play them out for our viewers.
After a big demand that in North Karnataka assembly should be conducted in Suvarna Sauda after 3 years, for the first time a short session has been called here. We wanted to discuss the biggest corruption scandals of the state, of this government. We wanted to discuss about the theft of the voters. They have appointed 8,600 BLOs, which is against the constitution, which is against the law of the election commission. So we wanted to discuss that. They have appointed the workers. They are stealing the data and giving to all their political party. So already IAS officers have been suspended. We wanted to discuss on the whatever the corruption on the recruitment scandal of PSI engineers and all other scandals on employment which has been taking place. We wanted to discuss on various issues on the development agenda which they are not taking care. This has become not a development state. They are trying to take it on a communal angle. So we wanted to discuss that. They want us to protest themselves and make their leader, make their whatever the names which they are trying to bring. They never discussed with us. They never discussed with us. They diverted. They said that they are going to unveil Mahatma Gandhiji and Baba Saheb Ambedkar photo. So we are telling that you do Baba Saheb Ambedkar, you do Mahatma Gandhiji, you do Baswanda. We want our Jagjivan Ram, Shishinath Sharif, Kankadas, Valmiki, and Narayan Guru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they are Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Abdul Kalam, Maulana Azad, all these great leaders who fought for our independence and who has helped for the social engineering of this state.
So will you protest inside the well of the house?
Yes, definitely we will have to come on record and we will protest inside the house also.
That's what we late in the night we got information. But at the same time I also asked the government. There are a lot of great national leaders. Their photograph should have been put. Like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's photograph, Vallabhbhai Patel's photographs, Babu Jagjeevan Ram's photograph. And also the state, from here we have leaders like Kuempu, Valmiki, Shishanala Sharif, and a lot of names were there. They have not put, but wantingly they want to create some kind of a disturbance so that session should not go. I think that is the intention of the government. So suddenly they did not have any discussion with the opposition or any senior leaders. But suddenly in the extended night, we came to information that they are putting the portrait of Savarkar.
What does the Congress plan to do about this?
Now we are going to have a protest. Definitely we will see that. We should have all these photographs, not protest against that photograph. We have to have a protest. So put all these photographs.
So will you, is it okay that the Savarkar photograph will...
No, let them put all these photographs. Savarkar is not above Babu Jagjeevan Ram. He's not more than Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So that's what our intention is, that put all these photographs.
So all legislators will be protesting, or only the upper house, or only the... How is it planned?
No. Because a lot of people are coming today morning, so they were not knowing. So they may be reaching. Who are leaders, they will come and join the protest.
We have top updates right now. Twin Pakistani drone intrusion has taken place in Gurdaspur. And viewers, after this, a second drone was also spotted again after the first drone, where 72 rounds were fired to push back the Pakistani drone. This is a third incident of Pakistani drone sighting in the same area on 2 days. Intensified searches are underway. A spy jet flight from Mumbai to Darbhanga has been diverted and landed at Patna Airport. A huge uproar was seen at the Patna Airport, where passengers alleged that no arrangements was being made by the airlines company to send them to Darbhanga.
अरे आप इतनी दूर हमारे लिए?
आपकी मेहनत कहां से कहां पहुंच रही है। मैं आपके एक साइन के लिए यहाँ नहीं आ सकता। हो गया आपका अकाउंट ओपन।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल।
धन्यवाद।
एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
आइए नए उत्तर प्रदेश की क्षमता और असीमित अवसरों से सफलता की नई कहानी लिखें। यूपी ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर्स समिट 10 से 12 फरवरी 2023। नए भारत के ग्रोथ इंजन उत्तर प्रदेश में निवेश करें।
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया।
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है।
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर। जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट।
झाके रे झाके झरोके से झाके, देख के दंग है छोटे बड़े सारे। झाके रे झाके फ्यूचर को ये ताके, तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके। झाके रे झाके।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Mr. Blanc, you're the world's greatest detective, right?
In your words, there has been a murder. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
Wow!
Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Lock the doors. Stay in your rooms. Everyone is in danger.
Are you calling me dangerous?
Well, we'll see.
Viewers, there is a big breaking coming in right now after Lashkar offshoot TRF issued a new hit list. Kashmiri pundits are staging a protest in Jammu. In Jammu, viewers, you can see the visuals on your screen as well, and they're demanding a relocation. Remember, TRF earlier issued a note that threatened Kashmiri pundits to leave the valley, viewers. This is the visual of the pundits, Kashmiri pundits, staging a protest in Jammu. And Zeenat is joining us as well. Zeenat, we are seeing these visuals come in where the Kashmiri pundits are demanding relocation. And after getting these threats, it's very, very clear that nothing is being done right now to ensure that they feel safer. They still feel like they're unsafe, Zeenat.
See, Shivani, after issuing a threat to the Kashmiri pundits or the Kashmiri pundits who are living in the Kashmir Valley under Prime Minister's development package in different parts of the Kashmir Valley, we are seeing the protests against the government now asking that they should be relocated to some other place. Although this all started after the killing of Rahul, but a Kashmiri pundit in a tehsil office of Chadura, Badgam of central Kashmir. And since then, we have also seen the non-locals or the Kashmiri pundits who got killed by the stooge of TRF in the valley. We have seen the Jammu and Kashmir police carrying the operations and utilizing the terror. But since for the last couple of weeks, we are continuously saying that we're seeing that whenever the TRF issues any threat, it is towards the Kashmiri pundits. And today again, we are seeing the Kashmiri pundits protesting in Jammu. They have hit roads. They are demanding the relocation from the Kashmir Valley. So they are saying that in Valley, yes, their situation is not that conducive that they can continue their work, or they don't want to stay in Kashmir till the situation is improved. But we are seeing the statements coming from the Jammu and Kashmir police, the bosses of J&K police, that they don't need to leave Valley. They are going to provide the security protection. They are trying to upgrade the cover wherever the Kashmiri pundits are living. But now that the TRF has issued once again a warning to them, definitely it has created a fear in the community that they are now hitting roads in Jammu. We have seen the protests in the Srinagar and also the other parts of the Kashmir Valley, and the protests have been going on for a long time. But there has not been any clearance from the Jammu and Kashmir government whether they should be relocated to other places or they should continue their job in the Kashmir Valley.
Right, Zeenat. So right now we're seeing protests happening over there in Jammu where the Kashmiri pundits are staging a protest demanding relocation. And this is coming in after the Lashkar offshoot TRF had issued a new hit list, and the TRF earlier issued a note that threatened Kashmiri pundits to leave the valley. Thank you so much for joining us here, Zeenat, and getting us all these top updates.
Argentines let loose on Sunday. And Doha saw wild celebrations after an epic World Cup final in which Argentina beat France on penalties. It was Argentina's third World Cup title and the first since 1986. The players could be seen sporting their winners' medals on an open-top bus parade on Sunday evening. Watch how Argentina team drove along crowded Losail Boulevard while officers on horseback led the parade. The players waved at the scores of fans gathered as celebrations erupted on the streets of Doha. Agency report for Republic TV.
Viewers, much more coming up on the other side. Congress ups the ante, says Savarkar is a controversial figure. Why honor him? Plus, after Amritpal controversy, Anurag Thakur takes on the Man government, says Khalistani elements on a rise in Punjab. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Come what may, with Apollo tires, have a wonderful day.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने. मेरा दोस्त है. वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है. घोस्ट को कैसे पता मैं अंधेरे से डरता हूँ? घोस्ट मेरा दोस्त है. मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं. जैसे हैवल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं. ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े. वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
All-rounder, हम भी हैं.
और तुम्हारा किचन? कभी स्टेन्स, कभी जर्म्स, तो कभी पानी. आपकी किचन और बाथरूम्स को चाहिए MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100 टाइल जॉइंट का ऑलराउंडर. MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100 जोड़ हो तो ऐसा.
Content wins, forced landing loses. Channels spend crores on forced landing. There's only one clear winner in election week. A super election week victory. Content versus landing. Only Republic wins.
Good afternoon and thank you very much for joining us. You are watching Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. We begin with a look at the top headlines we're tracking here on Live and Breaking. The Assam government acts on illegal encroachment. Massive eviction drive is underway in Batadraba. It is a fresh face-off over Veer Savarkar's picture in the Karnataka Assembly. Mega fireworks likely as the speaker unveiled pictures a while ago.
They want us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our assembly should not take place.
The Congress party ups the ante, says Savarkar is a controversial figure. Why honour him?
बात वापस सुनने को मिली है. मेरा तो इतना ही रहेगा कि बॉर्डर स्टेट है. कमजोर सरकार से काम नहीं चल सकता.
Amid the Amritpal controversy, Anurag Thakur takes on the Maan government, says Khalistani elements on the rise in Punjab. Argentina celebrates while riots break out in France following the World Cup loss. A political storm is raging in Karnataka's assembly after a picture of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar was put up in the assembly hall. Now reacting to the development, the Congress said the government should have taken everybody into confidence and has demanded a discussion on corruption in the state's development. Presently, the photo has been covered with a cloth. Let's listen in to what Siddharamaiah has said.
There, North Karnataka issues are there. 371J issue is there, unemployment issue is there, land order problem issue is there. There are so many issues concerning the people. In order to deviate from these issues, demand. It is a demand. It is not a protest. It is a demand. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Pictures on your screen are of the unveiling that took place a while ago. Now, apart from that, of course, the Congress party is continuing to protest. What we are given to understand is that the Congress's main contention is that Veer Savarkar did not belong to Karnataka and hence his picture should not be put up in the Vidhan Sauda at Belgavi. Apart from that, the Congress also asking for other leaders' pictures to be unveiled in the assembly. Let's listen in to what the Congress leaders are saying.
After a big demand that in North Karnataka assembly should be conducted in Suvarna Sauda after 3 years, for the first time a short session has been called here. We wanted to discuss the biggest corruption scandals of the state, of this government. We wanted to discuss about the theft of the voters. They have appointed 8,600 BLOs, which is against the Constitution, which is against the law of the Election Commission. So we wanted to discuss that. They have appointed the workers, they are stealing the data and giving to all their political party. So already IAS officers have been suspended. We wanted to discuss on the whatever the corruption on the recruitment scandal of PSI engineers and all other scandals on employment which has been taking place. We wanted to discuss on various issues on the development agenda which they are not taking care. This has become not a development state. They are trying to take it on a communal angle. So we wanted to discuss that. They want us to protest themselves and make their leader, make their whatever the names which they are trying to bring. They never discussed with us. They never discussed with us. They diverted. They said that they are going to unveil Mahatma Gandhiji and Baba Saheb Ambedkar photo. So we are telling that you do Baba Saheb Ambedkar, you do Mahatma Gandhiji, you do Baswanda. We want our Jagjivan Ram, Shishinath Sharif, Kankadas, Valmiki, Narayan Guru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they are Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Abdul Kalam, Maulana Azad, all these great leaders who fought for our independence and who has helped for the social engineering of this state.
Yes. So will you protest inside the well of the house?
Yes, definitely we will have to come on record and we will protest inside the house also.
That's what we late in the night, we got information. But at the same time, I also asked the government. There are a lot of great national leaders. Their portrait photograph should have been put. Like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's photograph, Vallabhbhai Patel's photograph, Babu Jagjivan Ram's photograph. And also the state, from here we have leaders like Kuempu, Valmiki, Shishanala Sharif, and a lot of names were there. They are not put, but wantingly they want to create some kind of a disturbance so that session should not go. I think that is the intention of the government. So suddenly they did not have any discussion with the opposition or any senior leaders. But suddenly in the extended night, we came to information that they are putting the portrait of Savarkar.
What does the Congress plan to do?
क्यों बवाल कर रहे? पार्लियामेंट सेंट्रल हॉल में सावरकर जी का फोटो है या नहीं है? और स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर है. आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंस आपके होंगे, आई डोंट डिनाई फॉर दैट. आपको क्या स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर के डालने से आपको दुख होगा? किसका डालना है? सिद्धरामैया को पूछो, ये दाऊद इब्राहिम का डालना है क्या? ये क्या चाहते हैं? व्हाट डू दे नीड? देयर प्रॉब्लम इज द पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ अपीजमेंट. This
Well, we are going to cut across to pictures that we are now getting where the riot accused Jagdish Tytler has now joined the Bharat Jodo Yatra. This takes place even as the Bharat Jodo Yatra now is moving into Delhi. So we are going to play out those pictures for you in just a bit, but we are given to understand that Jagdish Tytler is also part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Do remember that Jagdish Tytler has been accused of the anti-Sikh riots that took place in the national capital. We are quickly... All right, so pictures on your screen right now are of Jagdish Tytler attending a meeting of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Now, despite the divisiveness that is associated with Jagdish Tytler, he was also made responsible for campaigning in the the MCD elections for Delhi for the Congress party. Pictures on your screen, of course, are of the Bharat Jodo Yatra as it now enters Delhi. We are given to understand that Jagdish Tytler is also part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra that is moving through the country. Do remember that earlier also we have seen that Jagdish Tytler was given a key responsibility as far as the MCD elections were concerned in Delhi. He was in charge of the campaigning, and that's something that had raised eyebrows even at that point in time. And many would wonder whether the intent of this yatra that is known as the Bharat Jodo Yatra essentially is to bring together the people of this country, even as people like Jagdish Tytler, who are, of course, associated with the Congress party, one of the main accused, one of the accused essentially in the Delhi riots. Of course, questions have been asked about the fact that Jagdish Tytler has been given responsibilities within the Congress party despite facing several cases. Let's go across to Piyush Ori, who's reporting on this. Piyush, even earlier, of course, questions were raised about why Jagdish Tytler was given key responsibilities in the NCD polls. Now we are told that he's part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra as well.
So yes, the Congress just does not seem to understand the implications and the problems which it may face of trying to project Jagdish Tytler as its face. But it seems that the Congress is hell-bent of shooting itself on the foot. And once again, you are seeing now that Jagdish Tytler, despite the controversies which this leader gets, is being made to attend the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which is being organized by Rahul Gandhi to say that yes, he wants to connect with the people, but in turn, with now Jagdish Tytler being a part of this yatra, a person who has been under a lot of controversy, a person who has been accused of killing hundreds of Sikhs during the 1984 riot, being a part of this yatra. Once again, this has led to a massive controversy, and again, it has led to many Congress leaders again trying to douse the fire and trying to allay the anger of many Sikhs who say that this person is not being punished for the act which he reportedly committed. Back to you.
Right, so how is the Congress now reacting to this and how are other political parties reacting to the fact that, the Congress party has not just invited him to the Bharat Jodo Yatra, but also that, he continues to be part of the Congress's political outreach?
So yes, the Congress once again is trying to just brazen it out. It did not make any effect on Congress party when Jagdish Tytler was being made as one of the faces of star campaigners in the recently held MCD poll, in which Congress performed previously, they were not able to get even 11% of the vote share. And now also, it seems that the leaders are not getting the lesson. In fact, once again, despite the several controversies, this leader has been put into the Bharat Jodo Yatra, with several other Sikh organizations having already expressed their anger. It has made no effect on Congress party, who is trying to just brazen it out. Yes, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us, Piyush, with those details. So, Piyush Shori reporting on the Bharat Jodo Yatra as it passes through Delhi. We're learning that Jagdish Tytler is also part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. You are watching Republic TV. We slip into a very short break. On the other side, we're bringing you more news, including Himanta Biswa Sarma's government in Assam acts on illegal encroachment. A massive eviction drive is underway. And after the huge controversy surrounding Amritpal, Anurag Thakur takes on the Maan government, says Khalistan elements are on the rise in Punjab.
कुछ पैसे बोरो करने थे।
हेलो,
लोन चाहिए तो पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए। पैसाबाजार.com, लोन सही मिलेगा यहीं।
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
Magnificent picture, magnificent sound, magnificent experience. Magnifique. High performance TVs by Aiwa Japan. Now in India.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना। लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Volkswagen Tygoon, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
Joining you. Then we have to make arrangement for them to. So that's
सर, क्योंकि दिल्ली में आप यात्रा का तैयारी कर रहे हैं, वहीं रामलीला मैदान में जो है किसान आंदोलन कर रहे हैं केंद्र सरकार के खिलाफ अपनी मांगों को लेकर।
I have no idea on these things. We are only concentrating on Rahul's meetings.
One last question, सर, क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम भी आप कांग्रेस की कमेटी में शामिल हुए, तब बीजेपी ने आप लोगों पर तमाम
छोड़िए, ये पुरानी बातें हैं। ये तो सच्चाई क्या है, पॉलिटिक्स क्या है। I do not answer.
Well, Jagdish Tytler not really commenting on the controversy over his being included in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, just saying that he's focusing on Rahul Gandhi's meetings that are to be held in the national capital. Now, do remember that the Bharat Jodo Yatra enters Delhi, and what we are learning at the moment is that Jagdish Tytler, one of the accused in the anti-Sikh riots case, will be joining the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Of course, several questions are being raised over this. And we have also in the past seen how the Congress party has brazened it out and involved Jagdish Tytler in the MCD elections. He was in fact given a large part of responsibility in terms of campaigning for the MCD polls in Delhi. Now, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra enters Delhi from Rajasthan, and we are given to understand that even as that happens, several senior Congress leaders will be joining the Yatra, and one of the Congress leaders who will be joining the Yatra is Jagdish Tytler. And in fact, Jagdish Tytler, of course, has defended his presence at the old meeting, saying that the BJP is essentially raising old issues. And we did listen into a bit of that comment that Jagdish Tytler made, where he essentially seems to be brushing aside grave allegations against him, questions being raised as to why the Congress party continues to put him in the political forefront as far as Delhi is concerned.
You have to understand the entire development of the Northeastern done by Congress party, not by Modi ji. Now he's at least it is good. He is talking about Northeastern countries, states. It is good, but he cannot ignore the development part which are done by the Congress party for the Northeast.
Thank you.
All right, we were trying to play out that reaction that we got from Jagdish Tytler. We will try and get you that reaction in just a bit. All right. Now, of course, questions are being raised about the fact that Jagdish Tytler has been invited by the Congress party, not just in terms of organizing all those meetings that will take place on the sidelines of the Bharat Jodo Yatra as it enters Delhi. But apart from that, also, of course, questions being raised about earlier about why he was given such key responsibilities for.
मीटिंग में हुए वेणुगोपाल जी और शक्ति सिंह गोहिल जी ने मीटिंग ली है और सबको निर्देश दिए हैं, पॉइंट्स बांटे गए हैं और हम ये उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल राहुल जी की भारत जोड़ो यात्रा होगी। जैसे लाखों लोग पूरे देश भर में राहुल जी के साथ निकल रहे हैं, दिल्ली में भी बहुत ज़बरदस्त स्वागत की तैयारी यहाँ पे है।
क्या राहुल जी के अलावा प्रियंका मैम, सोनिया मैम भी
वो देखेंगे, वो समय आएगा तो वो बताया जाएगा आपको, ये AICC बताएगी। हम लोग राहुल जी की भारत जोड़ो यात्रा को लेकर के सब लोगों में बड़ा उत्साह है। कांग्रेस के सभी कार्यकर्ता इसमें जुड़ना चाहते हैं, आम जनता इसमें जुड़ना चाहती है और सिविल सोसाइटी के लोग इसमें जुड़ना चाहते हैं और बहुत ज़बरदस्त दिल्ली के अंदर ये ऐतिहासिक यात्रा होगी।
ठीक है सर।
Over there talking about that, of course, was Ajay Makan over there talking about the arrangements in place.
छोड़िए अब छोड़िए, ये पुरानी बातें हैं, ये तो सच्चाई क्या है, पॉलिटिक्स क्या है, छोड़िए अब छोड़िए, ये पुरानी बातें हैं, ये तो सच्चाई क्या है, पॉलिटिक्स क्या है,
All right, so Jagdish Tytler over there, of course, trying to brush aside very grave allegations against him, saying that these are old, this is all old talk, and essentially we have, of course, seen the Congress party not wanting to take questions as far as Jagdish Tytler is concerned. On the phone line with me is Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla, you know, we have seen in the past also that the Congress party has been putting Jagdish Tytler at least in the forefront in Delhi, and that seems to be continuing despite grave allegations that he faces in the Sikh riots.
This is Congress's Nafrat Jodo. It is not Bharat Jodo. This has become a part and parcel of the Congress's politics to rub salt into the wounds of the Sikh community. First, they made him a member of the Delhi Congress Working Committee, then of the election committee before the MCD elections, and now this. This shows that the agenda of Bharat Jodo, so-called Bharat Jodo, is actually Nafrat Jodo, from George Konaiya to Jagdish Tytler. And this is what the Congress does. They protected Sajjan Kumar, they are protecting Kamal Nath, they are protecting Jagdish Tytler, because they had defended even the Sikh genocide when Rajiv Gandhi said कि बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती हिलती है. This is the true face of the Congress.
Right, Mr. Poonawalla, we just had a comment come in from Jagdish Tytler where he said that, these are old things and the BJP should let them be. So how do you see that comment?
No, this is rubbing salt into the wounds of the Sikh community. If the Congress party was truly apologetic, they would have never done this. But the fact is that Jagdish Tytler is a close aide of the Gandhi family, and therefore the Gandhi family is patronizing him and rewarding him for the role that he played in the Sikh genocide.
All right, Shahzad Poonawalla from the BJP, thank you very much for joining us. So the BJP, of course, questioning this move by the Congress party to put Jagdish Tytler at the forefront of this Bharat Jodo Yatra. Questions, of course, being raised as to why the Congress party is still essentially patronizing Jagdish Tytler. Do remember that he's one of the main accused in the riots case, and there are cases that he still faces. The Congress party, of course, senior leadership over there are not really taking questions on this one. Ajay Makhan spoke about the Yatra, saying that there are extensive preparations that are in place as the Yatra passes through Delhi, but not wanting to touch upon the topic of Jagdish Tytler. Now, I think we've got Tom Varakan also on the phone line with us. Mr. Varakan, good morning. Mr. Varakan, the Congress party seems to be brazening it out yet again as far as Jagdish Tytler is concerned. They continue to put him at the political forefront, at least for Delhi. How do you see this?
Well, that's been the position that the Congress party has taken for quite some time. They are not bothered about who are the architects of the riots. The clear indication is that they care three hoots for the Sikh riots against the Sikhs that happened. And that is a position they have time and again taken.
Right, Mr. Varakan, also, when he was confronted a while ago, he seemed to suggest that these are, in Hindi, he said, ye sab purani baatein hain. But the fact of the matter is that, for people who suffered during the riots, this will be like essentially rubbing salt to their wounds.
I mean, Purani Baat is not, there is a justice that should have taken place in this land. But unfortunately, under the Congress charge, there was no indication that any action would be taken. And they still use these leaders as icons and, use them for all political purposes. And that is the Congress ideology which the people of India have rejected anyway.
All right, Mr. Varakan, thank you very much for speaking to us. So Tom Varakan from the BJP over there, hitting out at the Congress party for including Jagdish Tytler in this Yatra. Now, in the past also, of course, we have seen how key responsibilities have been given to Jagdish Tytler as far as Delhi is concerned. In the MCD elections, of course, he was one of the main campaigners for the Congress party. It's another matter that the Congress party did dismally in the MCD polls in New Delhi. Do remember that the Bharat Jodo Yatra now passes through Delhi. It will then, of course, be taking a break for about 8 days and then moves onwards. I think Anuj is reporting on this. Anuj, good morning. Anuj, even as the Congress party tries to brush aside the issue of Jagdish Tytler joining the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the BJP is questioning it, saying that having someone who is a riot accused linked to the Yatra does not really, behove the Congress.
Oh, well, exactly. This is not the first time when we are seeing when Jagdish Tytler is being the part of these kind of yatras and meetings of the Congress party. We have seen it at the time of the MCD election. I do remember there was a mega rally of Congress party at the Ramlila ground from where I am reporting. At that point in time also, this was none other but Jagdish Tytler who was rewarded at the stage. So this is something what we are seeing again and again, repetition done by the Congress party. And now in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which is one of the biggest movement of the Congress party nowadays, in that also Jagdish Tytler could be clearly seen. If we talk about the political ramifications of the same, then yes, Bharatiya Janata Party is not going to leave the opportunity to target Congress Party on the same, and that's something what we are seeing at this point in time. On the other hand, Congress Party did not respond on the war of word which is generated after these kind of movement, and rather we have seen Congress Party continuously rewarding Jagdish Tytler. We do understand, we do know when we are talking to the people of who are victim of 1984 how they are still having tears in their eyes. So this is the Congress Party who is again doing the same. It's time for a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
बस बॉल
खट्टे मीठे घूंट कटक के ले तू दिल को ठूस just let loose limonata just let loose.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
Pooja, you left the job and still so cool?
Bro, new challenges bring new opportunities.
Oh, really?
Seriously, Rahul, my entire house, now it's an online retail store. Look.
Wow. But money?
Few years back, I'd invested my Diwali bonus.
And now you have LIC's ULIP plan Nivesh Plus. Invest once, get the benefit of both life insurance and maximized returns based on market trends.
One sec, Rahul.
Madam, you are double cool. India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम. डायबिटीज को रोको तुम.
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
ये है गेहूं. जब इसमें जुड़ता है रागी, जवार, बाजरा और मेथी तो बनता है हेल्दी मन्ना मल्टी मिलेट आटा. ये है बेहतर आटा.
ग्रेटर नोएडा एक्सप्रेसवे बस देख सकते हैं. यहाँ पर एक सुबह 5 बजे भीषण हादसा हुआ. 3 लोगों की इस पूरे हादसे में मौत हो चुकी है.
किरोड़ीलाल मीणा राहुल के भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के बने हुए टेंटों में अभी भी काबिज हैं. यहाँ लोग हैं, अलग अलग मांगों को लेकर के यहाँ पे प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं.
Indian origin nurse who hailed from Kerala was found murdered in UK. Husband has now been arrested and has been taken into custody after he's all three, including his wife and the 2 children, to death.
Viewers, top headlines right now. Mega showdown in Karnataka Assembly over freedom icon Veer Savarkar's portrait.
They want us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our assembly should not take place.
Congress protests over Savarkar say Savarkar is a controversial figure. Why honor him?
Physical condition, no problem. This a little pain, otherwise no problem.
So here.
China is creating trouble in Tawang. Do you have any message from China?
그래서 걔나 걸 믹스에 이렇게 영도시 제대로 그랬을 게 아무튼 믹스 깔을 개요는
Now things, generally speaking, things are improving. I think in Europe, in Africa, and also in Asia. Now China, also now more flexible. Okay. But there's no point to return to China. I prefer India. Best place. And Kangra. But Nehru choice. This place is my permanent residence. It's very right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, that was Dalai Lama, where he said that there's no point of returning to China and he prefers staying in India. He was speaking on the aftermath and what happened after the China's Tawang provocation. Right now, we just got the first reaction coming in from the Dalai Lama, where he has made very, very important points. Number one, he has said that he prefers staying in India and India is his permanent residence. Very, very important points coming out from the Dalai Lama. First reaction has come in from the Dalai Lama. In fact, Dalai Lama has said it again and again, and not just Dalai Lama. Also, we see that the Tibetan president in exile earlier has said that India has always been a peaceful country. They have lauded India, and because India's position, they've also said, has strengthened in the last few years. India has refused to reiterate statements like Tibet being part of People's Republic of China. So India has always taken a very, very big stand when it comes to Tibet. And right now, Dalai Lama's first response to Tawang has come in. And let's go straight to Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor. Abhishek, this is a very strong statement that the Dalai Lama has made, where he has said very categorically that he prefers staying in India. All right, we'll just connect back to our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, but let's once again hear out what the Dalai Lama had said.
Yes, medical checkup. Okay. Otherwise, it's basic for the physical condition, no problem. This a little pain, otherwise no problem.
China is creating trouble in Tawang area. Do you have any message from China?
No, things, generally speaking, things are improving. I think in Europe, in Africa, and also in Asia. Now China, also now more flexible. Okay. But there's no point to return to China. I prefer India. Best place. And Kangra. But Nehru choice. This place is my permanent residence. It's very right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, right now being joined by Sriram Cholia on the phone line. Thank you for joining us. This is a very strong statement coming in from the Dalai Lama, where he has said that he prefers staying in India, and India has always been a peaceful country. This is something that even the Tibetan president in exile has said again and again, that India stands strong in the face of aggression of China. Mr. Cholia.
Yeah, you know, we are the land of freedom and of human rights and democracy. And the fact that the Dalai Lama and his followers have received asylum and have been living with full protection and honor and dignity and religious freedom in this country is a testament to how different we are from China.
this community deserves to get back its homeland, but has been deprived. The Chinese PLA has occupied the whole of their land, have committed cultural genocide and ecological genocide also. They have completely destroyed the environment of the Tibetan plateau for extraction of minerals, and they control the local Tibetans, the unfortunate ones who still remain there, like slaves. They treat them as bad as the Uyghurs of Xinjiang or even worse. So, unfortunately, the Dalai Lama, although he's always cheerful and he's an embodiment of a great divine wisdom, he's laughing about it when he's saying this, but there is a deep sadness behind it because they know they can never get their homeland back, at least not as long as Xi Jinping and the Communist Party dictatorship is in control in Beijing. So definitely it's a resignation also. It's a sign of resignation and frustration that they cannot regain the lost Tibet. But I think their spirits remain high. There's a lot of younger generation of Tibetans who are planning and hoping and mobilizing to show the true face of China to the world. They have a huge presence in the Western countries as well and continue to try and mobilize people to know the truth. We should never forget the truth of the genocidal regime of China, because I think once we do that, once we normalize what China did to the Dalai Lama and his followers, then, their cause is completely lost. It's not yet lost. Dalai Lama, of course, is getting on in age. He's 80 plus. But the Tibetan people believe in him and his path of non-violence and of Buddhism. And ultimately, that should triumph. If you believe in, what Martin Luther King Jr. once said, that, the arc of history ultimately bends towards justice. China stands for injustice and brutal oppression of people. And
Mr. Cholia, I'm also being joined right now. Absolutely. Just a moment. I'm also being joined right now by Sushant Sareen. A very, very good afternoon to you, Mr. Sareen. Now, your reaction coming in as well. Now, we also know that India has refused to reiterate statements in the past about Tibet being part of People's Republic of China or China's One China policy. And that is something that Dalai Lama is appreciating in that first reaction that we have got here on Republic TV.
Yeah, I think that's a policy that we no longer talk about Tibet and One China. I think that's a policy which has been there for many years now, and no government is likely to change it. Because if it's not going to be One India, then it's not going to be One China also. But on the Dalai Lama, I think India has been treading the fine line. He's an honored guest. We see him as a spiritual leader, but he's not indulging in any politics out here, which is okay. That's the diplomatic tightrope we are walking. I think from the Dalai Lama side, when he makes the kind of statement that he has made today, it's I think both a statement of fact. I wouldn't call it despondency, but I think if the Dalai Lama wants to go back, he would want to go back to Tibet, not to China. And as long as Tibet is under Chinese occupation, I don't think makes any sense for him to go back there. And in any case, the Dalai Lama has always said that not only is India my spiritual home, India is the spiritual guru, but that he doesn't feel out of place in India. It's like his second home. Actually, his primary home for over 50 years now. So I think there's nothing which he has said that comes as a surprise. And it basically indicates that the Tibetan position has not diluted. It stays as robust as ever. And that is what the Dalai Lama statement reflects.
Absolutely. And also, we have Sriram Cholia with us as well. Sushant Sareen, please hold on. We also have Sriram Cholia who is with us. And, it's very interesting, Mr. Cholia and Mr. Sareen, you can comment on this later, that Dalai Lama has always been a proponent of peace. And even when he was making those statements, he was very peacefully, very calmly saying that things are improving. And he's saying that I prefer staying in India. So he's putting out that message in his usual style of being peaceful, of also making sure that there's understanding as well, because the Dalai Lama is the epitome of peace as well, Mr. Cholia. The way he said it was also very appreciative for anyone who saw his message on Republic TV right now. We just played out his bite.
Yes, medical checkup. Okay. Otherwise, it's basic for the physical condition, no problem. This a little pain, otherwise no problem.
China is creating trouble in
Tawang
Tawang area.
Huh?
Do you have any message from China?
그래서
Canada mixed 이렇게 용도생 제대로 쓰게 하면서 믹스 깔을 개요는스. 도지된 집이나.
no, things, generally speaking, things are improving. I think in Europe, in Africa, and also in Asia. Now China, also now more flexible. Okay. But there's no point to return to China. I prefer India. Best place. And Kangra. But Nehru choice. This place is my permanent residence. It's very right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, let's move on to the other big story tracking right now. Getting in news from national capital, a fresh controversy has now erupted after right-wing Jagdish Tytler was spotted at a meeting of Bharat Jodo Yatra, viewers. So big controversy has erupted right now, and where we saw that Jagdish Tytler was spotted at a meeting of Bharat Jodo Yatra. Remember earlier as well, when there was campaigning for the MCD polls, Congress had roped in Jagdish Tytler as a star campaigner even back then. So we are seeing a repeat of that happening this time. The 1984 right accused has been spotted at a meeting of Bharat Jodo Yatra. The visuals on your screen where he can be seen, also leading the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and he has been invited. He has been invited to the Bharat Jodo Yatra meet as well. So these are reactions coming in as well. Let's play out the reactions for our viewers.
ये कहाँ पे किस तरीके से, तो उनकी बात है ना। क्या कोर्ट में किसी ने मुझे कहा, क्या कोई FIR है मेरे खिलाफ, तो CBI ने 3 दफ़ा मुझे क्लियरेंस दे दी है, ये अपनी पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हैं, इसका जवाब क्या दे रहे हैं। थैंक यू।
आप शामिल होंगे यात्रा में?
बिल्कुल होंगे, पार्टी का तो जान से भी लगाएंगे, जान भी चली है पार्टी के साथ। थैंक यू।
क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम भी आप कांग्रेस की कमेटी में शामिल हुए, तब बीजेपी ने आप लोगों को तमाम
छोड़िए ये पुरानी बातें हैं, ये तो सच्चाई क्या है, पॉलिटिक्स क्या है।
All right, viewers, so we're getting that reaction coming in. Jagdish Tytler, when being questioned, is saying that, is there any proof against me? There's no FIRs launched against me, and he has also said that it's all politics as well. It's an old issue for the Congress. It looks like on the face of it, because it seems as if after he was pulled in as a star campaigner for the MCD polls, now he has been spotted at the Bharat Jodo Yatra meeting as well. All right, I'm also being joined right now by RP Singh of the BJP. Thank you for joining us here. A very good afternoon to you. It looks like that the Congress has invited Jagdish Tytler for the Bharat Jodo Yatra for the meetings, and last time when they got brick bats for inviting him, in fact, from the BJP, Manjinder Singh Sirsa had clearly told Republic TV that he had questioned that move. It seems as if Congress has once again played those antics again, and this time we are seeing him as part of Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Is that question to me?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, my name is R.P. Singh, not Minju Singh Sirsa. One. Secondly, as far as Congress goes, Congress is blackmailed by Tytler because he knows a lot of things about 1984, how 1984 was planned and executed, both before, during Operation Blue Star, prior to Operation Blue Star, and even after Operation Blue Star. This book by G.B.S. Sidhu, a raw officer, who categorically states that all this was pre-planned. And then Tytler was part of that gang which was pre-planning whole of this affair. Remember the Tytler sting in which Tytler categorically is stating that he was with Mr. Rajiv Gandhi going around in the city on the day of the event when the Sikhs were being butchered and massacred in Delhi. So he was part and participant also of the complete 84 massacre. And then that's why they keep calling him for various objectives. But if this is Bharat Jodo, then God bless Congress party, a man who is a butcher of Sikhs, who has killed Sikhs and then was part of the planning of the killing of the Sikhs. If they think they can Jodo the Bharat with that, God bless them.
Right, and what do you have to say about this, R.P. Singh? He has clearly said, and he has defended himself once again. He's saying that is there any proof against me? And he is saying that I have been given the clearance as well. So what do you think? What do you think is happening here? He's defending himself clearly. Instead of seeing even Rahul Gandhi come and defend him, we are seeing that he himself is defending himself.
Well, it's just a matter of time. In month of January, there's a case hearing in the court, and then we are very sure the court will take the cognizance of his doing in the 84 massacre, and ask the people who have suffered. Atma Singh Lobhana is the witness to that. He's prepared to go on the court, and as I said earlier, it's a matter of time that he will also be behind bar like Sajjan Kumar.
Absolutely, R.P. Singh, BJP spokesperson with us. Thank you so much for joining us here, R.P. Singh. We're also being joined right now by Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the BJP. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Sirsa. Very good afternoon to you on Republic TV. Now, Jagdish Tytler has once again been pulled into the Bharat Jodo Yatra. I remember very well that you had put a tweet out at one point of time when he was a star campaigner during the MCD polls. What reply do you want to give to the Congress?
Basically, this is not a Bharat Jodo Yatra, it's a Bharat Todo Yatra. When you see a person like Jagdish Tytler, who is the main accused of 1984 carnage, and those people who are killed in this, those who were killed on the instruction of that then party president and also the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and he was the main accused and he was the one who was the executor. Now Congress has been awarding them since last 38 years by various posts. Maybe sometimes they were made a minister, sometimes they were made a chief minister. And again, once they have shown that they cannot live without Jagdish Tytler or Kamal Nath or Sajjan Kumar. But the main point is, had ever Congress thought of one thing, how would the Sikhs across the world be feeling when they'll say that their killer is sitting next to the Rahul Gandhi or a Congress chief Sonia Gandhi or now the Khadge or other party people and saying a Bharat Jodo Yatra hai. So that's the reason I'm saying this is not a Bharat Jodo Yatra, it's a Bharat Todo Yatra. When you see this kind of people.
Manjinder Singh Sirsa, I want you to stay with us. I want you to reply to Rashid Alvi from the Congress. He's also joining us. Very good afternoon to you, Mr. Alvi. Very good afternoon to you on Republic TV. How would you like to react to that? The BJP is saying that this move by the Congress to pull in Jagdish Tytler twice, MCD polls and even Bharat Jodo Yatra is not a right move. How would you like to reply back to the BJP?
Yeah, very, very good afternoon. First of all, I want to ask whether there is any criminal case pending against Jagdish Tytler. Number two, any court has passed any order against him? No, not at all. And BJP, as far as BJP is concerned, making allegations against Congress party, who is the Minister of State of Home Affairs? Whether you have kicked him out, he is a mafia. He has himself said this statement कि मुझे जानते नहीं हो क्या कर सकता हूँ. From Lakhimpur, Uttar Pradesh Mukhyamantri, he has withdrawn all criminal cases who were pending against him. He is Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. And I think he is the only Chief Minister in the whole of country who have withdrawn criminal cases pending against him himself. Why they are making allegations? There is no case pending against Jagdish Tytler at all. It is nothing but propaganda. It is nothing but propaganda against him.
Right, Mr. Sirsa, if you're there, you want to reply back to Rashid Alvi because we'll be moving on very shortly. A short reply to Mr. Alvi.
Accused of 1984 carnage, why was he removed by Dr. Manmohan Singh? First of all, he was removed as a minister by Dr. Manmohan Singh while the report of Nanavati Commission was present in the Parliament. First of all. Secondly, it is the investigation is pending before the court also, and in the CBI, the investigation is pending. And thirdly, there are witnesses who on the record came forward and said that this Tytler was very much there when their family was killed. Don't you think that it's enough proof to keep this kind of a criminal out of the party? If you say no, it's your choice.
All right. Thank you so much, Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the BJP. Thank you, Rashid Alvi of the Congress, for joining us here at Republic TV. And we continue tracking this very, very top story here the entire day, where a fresh controversy has erupted after the right-wing Jagdish Tytler was spotted at a meeting of Bharat Jodo Yatra. It's time now to see what else is making news from across India. Union Minister Anurag Thakur has launched a scathing attack on the Aam Aadmi Party government. Anurag Thakur has said that Khalistani elements have got a free run in the state since Aam Aadmi Party government has come to power.
देखिए, पंजाब में सरकार बदलने के बाद जैसे ही आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार आई तो 3 महीनों में 70 से ज़्यादा लोगों की वहां पर हत्याएं हो गई, गैंग वॉर चलनी शुरू हो गई, मशहूर गायक की हत्या कर दी गई, फिरौती के काम शुरू हो गए और सीमा पार से कुछ घटनाओं को अंजाम देने के प्रयास भी हुए। और जिस तरह से खालिस्तान के बात वापस सुनने को मिली है, मेरा तो इतना ही रहेगा कि बॉर्डर स्टेट है, कमजोर सरकार से काम नहीं चल सकता। जिस तरह से केंद्र में मोदी सरकार ने कड़ी कार्रवाई आतंकवाद के खिलाफ की है, उसी तरह की कार्रवाई पंजाब में भी होनी चाहिए। ऐसी सोच को फिर पनपने नहीं देना चाहिए।
All right, viewers, more news. 12 members of the recently formed Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee submitted their resignation. In the resignation letter, they have mentioned that KCR has been running a dictatorial rule in the state and he must be dethroned from power. Delhi police has issued a traffic advisory ahead of a protest march by the RSS Kisan Sanghathan at the Ram Leela Maidan. According to the organizers, around 50 to 55,000 people have come via 700 to 800 buses and another 4,000 people have come through private vehicles are expected to participate in this protest. Twin Pakistani drone intrusion attempts took place in Gurdaspur. The first drone was spotted where 26 rounds were fired by the BSF. A second drone was also spotted again where 72 rounds were fired to push back the Pakistani drone. This is the third incident of Pakistani drones sighting in the same area on 2 days. Intensified searches are underway. One dead and 10 others have been injured after reportedly injured as a private bus and a container vehicle collided in Raigad. Now, reports claim that the bus was returning from a wedding ceremony and was carrying about 35 passengers. Further investigation is underway. A spice jet flight from Mumbai to Darbhanga has been diverted and landed at Patna Airport. A huge uproar was seen at the Patna Airport, where passengers alleged that no arrangements was being made by the airlines company to send them to Darbhanga. After Lashkar of TRF had issued a hit list now, Kashmiri pundits have staged a protest in Jammu demanding relocation. And TRF had earlier issued a note threatening Kashmiri pundits to leave the valley. We're getting some big news coming in on the border row, where we are learning that 10 to 15 members of NCP have been detained after they tried to enter Belgavi. This is the big news coming in right at this point of time, where we are seeing that NCP leaders were trying to enter Belgavi in Karnataka, the provocation on both sides of the border. And right now we are also learning is that this is the big breaking we're getting in at this point of time, viewers, where the border row, which by the way is a decades-old row, which is between Maharashtra and Karnataka, there seems to be no end to it. And in fact, what we're learning so far is that the fresh update coming in, where we are learning 10 to 15 members of the NCP has been detained after they tried to enter Belgavi. That's the big news we're getting for you right now. So this is a decades-long border dispute, and till the Supreme Court takes a call on the matter. In fact, there are meetings also happening with the two leaders. The Chief Minister of Karnataka and Maharashtra have agreed not to press their claims in the decades-long state border dispute till Supreme Court takes a call on it. Amit Shah had said this a while ago, but now we are still seeing that the border row keeps escalating. What we are learning so far is that NCP leaders have been detained now after they tried to enter Belgavi. So NCP also coming into this row. And what we're seeing so far is that they have been detained. I repeat, NCP leaders tried to enter Belgavi in Karnataka, and now those leaders have been detained as well. This is the big news we're getting for you right now. This is the big story we're getting for you right now, viewers, where we are learning that fresh protests are happening in Belgavi. All right, I'm being joined right now by Sandeep. Sandeep is joining us live. Sandeep, take us through exactly what we're seeing on your screens. The NCP leaders were trying to enter Belgavi. Belgavi already, in a position, a very sensitive position right now, because a lot of protests or a lot of showdown happening as the border dispute continues. Take us through all the details we're learning right now.
See, yes. Remember, there are assembly sessions in Maharashtra and Karnataka as well. At this point of time, the border issue is one of the sensitive issues that both the state chief minister does not want to touch. Remember, the meeting that took place between the Union Home Minister Amit Shah and the chief ministers of Karnataka and Maharashtra, wherein Amit Shah had assured and in fact given a statement over that he had in fact took a meeting and discussed the border issue. Although in today Nagpur session in Maharashtra, the Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde stood up and in fact he mentioned that we both the Chief Minister have decided not to in fact touch this issue and discuss this issue. And but between this NCP, the Nationalist Congress Party belongs to Sharad Pawar, is being very aggressive, and in fact is trying to give another color to the Karnataka and border dispute, and in fact is trying to politicize this issue. And for the same reason, remember there is Karnataka assembly underway. In fact, in Karnataka, apart from that, in Maharashtra also the session has started. So definitely, NCP is trying to maximize on the Karnataka and Maharashtra border dispute, and for the same reason, now we've seen in the visuals, as you can see, the NCP leaders tried to enter Belgaum and to, create a law and order situation out there in Karnataka.
Sandeep, stay with us. You know, from what it appears, there is definitely an attempt to instigate. Talk to us about the talks that have happened so far, because let's not forget the Home Minister himself has taken stock of the border dispute between the two states.
The Union Home Minister, Amit Shah, took a meeting.
Amit Shah took a meeting with both the leaders and said that this is an ongoing issue, and in fact whatever the court will be deciding on this issue, it will be the Supreme Court which will take the call over this issue. Otherwise, no Chief Minister, none of the Chief Minister of any state will comment on this. And that is the same point, in fact, remember, that was in fact raised in Nagpur as well, where in the Maharashtra Assembly session is also underway. Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, has in fact mentioned that we have decided, and this is the first time that any union minister has mediated between two states, that is Karnataka and Maharashtra, over border dispute. And we have unanimously decided to not to comment on this issue. But at this point of time, NCP, which is in opposition, is trying to, politicize this issue and create a law and order situation in the state to make sure, the things and, the situation gets out of the hand of Maharashtra government in Maharashtra.
Yes, Sandeep, stay with us. We have a reaction coming in from Eknath Shinde as well on the border dispute. Let's listen in.
त्यांच्या लढ्याला आपण पाठिंबा दिला पाहिजे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये त्यांचं नुकसान होईल अशा प्रकारचं कुठलंही कृत्य आपल्याकडून होता कामा नये याची आपण काळजी घेतली पाहिजे.
One should take care about that they should avoid the politics rather than they should stand with the people of Maharashtra.
2.5 वर्षामध्ये मागच्या त्यांच्या योजना बंद केल्या तुम्ही. योजना बंद केल्या. आणि काय सांगता?
It's been 2.5 years where the employment of those people have been stopped, and this is just because of the agitation that has been taken by the opposition party.
विषय प्रलंबित आहे. त्यालाही कुठे गालबोट लागता कामा नये. त्या सुप्रीम कोर्टाच्या विषयावर देखील कुठलाही परिणाम होऊ नये.
This is a matter where the Supreme Court is going to hear, and it is a subsidized, but one should not politics. There are other topics as well where they can politicize, but one should avoid.
सीमावाद चल रहा है, इसमें जिस तरह का बर्ताव कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री कर रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल बराबर नहीं, निषेधार्ह है। और उसमें भी हमारे जो मिनिस्टर्स थे वो जा रहे थे, वो नहीं गए। हमारे जो एमपी है, संसद है, वो जाने चाहते थे, उनको भी जाने के लिए परमिशन नहीं है। हमारे मुख्यमंत्री महोदय ने इसके बारे में बात करनी चाहिए, केंद्र से बात करनी चाहिए, माननीय अमित जी शाह जी के साथ बात करनी चाहिए, उनके मुख्यमंत्री के साथ बात करनी चाहिए और उनको परमिशन देनी चाहिए। ये जिम्मेदारी आपकी भी है, आपके स्टेट की भी है कि कुछ ना कुछ उनके लिए करे।
So reactions coming in and the latest, of course, NCP leaders who've been detained as they staged protest and tried to enter Belagavi even as the border dispute remains unresolved. We'll move on for now, but Sandeep there getting us those details in connection with the border dispute. Very short break. Mega showdown in Karnataka Assembly over freedom icon Veer Savarkar's portrait. And starting with top headlines at 12:30, face-off in Karnataka Assembly over portrait of freedom hero Veer Savarkar. Congress stages protest.
They want us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our assembly should not take place.
Congress insults freedom fighters, says why is Jawaharlal Nehru's photo not included? Vadra Congress honors 1984 riot-linked Tytler again by making him part of Bharat Jodo committee.
छोड़िए अब छोड़िए ये पुरानी बातें हैं ये तो सच्चाई क्या है पॉलिटिक्स क्या है
Biggest insult to 1984 massacre victims, Tytler calls it an old issue rigged up for politics.
But there's no point to return to China. I prefer India. Best place.
First response from Dalai Lama on Tawang clashes, says he prefers India. Himanta government acts on illegal encroachment, eviction drive underway in Batadraba. And straight up starting with news coming in from Bihar, where the BJP MLAs are staging a protest outside the assembly, this over the Hooch tragedy. Remember, the BJP has claimed that the death toll is more than what has been claimed by the Nitish Kumar-led government in the state of Bihar. But the visuals there coming in right now from outside the Bihar assembly, where the BJP MLAs are staging a protest demanding compensation for the victims of the Hooch tragedy. And not just that, they're also raking up the issue in relation to the death toll in connection with the Hooch tragedy, as the opposition claims that the number has been fudged, the data has been fudged by the Nitish Kumar-led government in the state of Bihar. We'll go across to Prakash as well to get more details, but there you see the BJP MLAs holding placards, raising slogans against the Nitish Kumar-led government. So quite we're seeing that uproar and outrage over the Hooch tragedy. Also remember, the LJP chief has claimed that the death toll is more than 200, and this is way above than what is being claimed by the Nitish Kumar-led government. A reaction coming in from Union Minister Giriraj Singh. Let's listen in.
देखिए, नीतीश कुमार जी शायद अहंकार में आ गए हैं या फ्रस्ट्रेशन में आ गए हैं। कोई भी शासक अगर नीतियां सफल ना हो सके तो उस पर पुनर्विचार करने की आवश्यकता है। आज शराब हर जगह बन रहा है, हर जगह बिक रहा है। या तो नीतीश कुमार का इकबाल खत्म हो गया है, शासन चलता है इकबाल से, भय से। नीतीश कुमार के शासन में शासन का इकबाल ही खत्म हो गया है और बिहार पूरा जहां खोजो, मैं पहले भी कहा था कि शराब वो चीज हो गया है कि नीतीश कुमार को ना दिखाई दे, लेकिन शराब हर जगह है।
बिहार के अंदर गोपालगंज में जब 2016 में घटना घटी थी तो इसी मुख्यमंत्री ने, इन्होंने ही 4-4 लाख रुपया पीड़ित परिवारों को दिया था। और बिहार का जो एक्साइज एंड प्रोहिबिशन एक्ट है, उसकी धारा 42 से कहती है कि अगर कोई शराब पीने से किसी की मौत हो जाती है तो उसको 4 लाख रुपए देने का प्रावधान है। फिर मुख्यमंत्री झूठ क्यों बोल रहे हैं सदन के अंदर और सदन के बाहर कि मैं कोई मुआवजा नहीं दूंगा, मेरी कोई सहानुभूति नहीं है।
So there you heard a lot of reactions coming in, the opposition up in arms over the Hooch tragedy in Bihar. The opposition claims that the huge tragedy data is being fudged by the Nitish Kumar-led government in Bihar. We are also being joined by Prakash live from Patna. Prakash, if you can take us through the reactions coming in from the opposition, because the opposition is very clear that what they claim is that the numbers, the data is being fudged by the Nitish Kumar-led government, and also demanding proper compensation for the victims of the huge tragedy. All right, we seem to have lost that connection with Prakash, but reaction coming in from Sushil Kumar Modi, where he says that the Chief Minister has not given proper compensation to the family of the deceased, and that the Chief Minister has no sympathy for the victims of the huge tragedy. A lot of reactions coming in. In fact, another reaction that has come in from Giriraj Singh, the Union Minister, where he says that illegal liquor is being sold all across Bihar, and that law and order situation has gone for a complete toss in the state of Bihar.
A portion of a bridge built across Burhi Gandak River in Begusarai in Bihar collapsed and fell into the river. The 206-meter long bridge had developed cracks over the past months, which led to the collapse. The bridge was built at a cost of over ₹13 crore and was yet to be inaugurated, and was constructed under the Chief Minister's National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development scheme. No casualties have been reported, and concerns over negligence have been on the rise. Bureau report for Republic TV.
Short break coming up. On the other side, it's a mega showdown in Karnataka Assembly over freedom icon Veer Savarkar's portrait. And Himanta government acts on illegal encroachment. Massive eviction drive underway in Butterdrava.
देखें कौन नया खिलाड़ी आया है।
समझा देते हैं।
प्यार से समझाएंगे, धीरे धीरे से।
वो भी अपनी जुबान में।
ये तो अपनी जुबान है।
जुबान एक हो तो दिल भी एक होने चाहिए। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो।
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
12 parts of the body of a 22-year-old woman belonging to a primitive tribal community found in Sahibganj, Jharkhand.
We're reporting from Pangong Lake. We are seeing a lot of development, the infrastructural push being given by the government of India. Army installations that keeps an eye on the Chinese.
Arun Rana, a shooter of Lawrence Bishnoi gang gangster, has now been arrested by the Delhi Police Special Cell.
News in brief, freedom icon Veer Savarkar's portrait has been unveiled in the Karnataka Assembly in Belagavi along with Mahatma Gandhi. The Congress party has opposed the move, saying Savarkar was a controversial figure. Veer Savarkar's portrait was one of about 7 photos unveiled today in the Assembly. Congress, meanwhile, reacting to Veer Savarkar's portrait, has said Savarkar did not belong to Karnataka and that he was too controversial to be honoured in the Assembly.
Us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our proceeding, assembly should not take place. They want us to disturb. They have brought this photo because we are going to raise a lot of corruption issues on them. They are on the 40% scandal, the dirty job what the government has done. We are going to raise that on the electoral scandals and lot of scandals which will be coming out. So they want to block it. They feel that we are going to fight out for it and we will not allow them for the...
The right-linked accused Jagdish Tytler was part of the meeting on the Bharat Jodo Yatra in the national capital ahead of the Yatra to be held in the national capital. Tytler was part of the meeting that was called by the top brass. This is the second time in recent past after the NCD elections which Tytler officially attended of the Congress.
ये कहाँ पे किस तरीके से, तो उनकी बात है ना. क्या कोर्ट में किसी ने मुझे कहा, क्या कोई FIR है मेरे खिलाफ, तो CBI ने 3 दफ़ा मुझे क्लियरेंस दे दी है. ये अपनी पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हैं, इसका जवाब क्या देना. थैंक यू.
आप शामिल होंगे यात्रा में?
बिल्कुल होंगे. पार्टी का तो जान से भी लगाएंगे, जान भी चली है पार्टी के साथ. थैंक यू.
Meanwhile, Jagdish Tytler, when asked questions on his controversial presence, said that the riots was an old issue and that BJP is trying to keep the issue alive to target him.
क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम भी आप कांग्रेस की कमेटी में शामिल हुए, तब बीजेपी ने आप लोगों को तमाम...
छोड़िए ये पुरानी बातें हैं. ये तो सच्चाई क्या है, पॉलिटिक्स क्या है.
There was ruckus and sloganeering again in Parliament over the Tawang face-off between India and China. The Congress leaders who gave a notice included Amni Yajnik, Ranjit Ranjan and Pramod Tiwari. The government meanwhile condemned the disruption in the House, saying that despite the response given by the Defence Minister in the Parliament, there has been an attempt to keep the issue alive by the opposition. Congress leaders meanwhile staged a walkout in the Parliament over the issue of India-China face-off at the line of actual control. The party has been demanding a debate over the issue. Asked a question on what he felt about what Dalai Lama felt about the India-China face-off, Dalai Lama said that even though China appeared more flexible now, he would never go back to China and that India is his permanent residence.
Generally speaking, things are improving. I think in Europe, in Africa, and also in Asia. Now China, also now more flexible. Okay. But there's no point to return to China. I prefer India. Best place. At Kangra, Pandit Nehru choice. This place is my permanent residence. It's very right. Thank you.
Meanwhile, protests continued inside and outside the Bihar Assembly over the Hooch tragedy and the state government's handling under the Nitish government. And after the submission of the interim report to the Chief Minister of Assam, first massive eviction drive is being carried out in Batadraba. Over 800 police personnel have been deployed to assist the administration in the eviction process. Congress insults freedom fighters, says why Jawaharlal Nehru's photo not included. And Vadra Congress honors 1984 riot-linked Tytler again by making him part of Bharat Jodo committee.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा करके रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
अरे आप इतनी दूर हमारे लिए?
आपकी मेहनत कहां से कहां पहुंच रही है। मैं आपके एक साइन के लिए यहाँ नहीं आ सकता? हो गया आपका अकाउंट ओपन।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल।
धन्यवाद।
एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Now, days after interim report was submitted to the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in connection with illegal encroachment in Assam, the Nagaon District Administration has started the mega eviction drive against the encroachment on the government lands in the district. Here's a ground report by Aniruddha.
To begin with about the encroachment that has been taking place or in various government land and also hot rod land in the state of Assam for the last many decades have reached its peak point, and over 8,000 bighas of hot rod lands and similar number of government lands have been encroached by illegal encroachers. And today we are getting to know that in Nagaon district several notices were also served beforehand by the district administration to the public who have been on the encroached land, but they were undeterred by the notices that were served. And today this massive eviction drive is being carried out in Batadraba area. Altogether in this area approximately 573 bighas of government land have been encroached by encroachers, and in due course of time this entire encroached land will be freed. died by eviction. A total number of 10 ZCVs have been deployed by the district administration today, and also 6 saw machines and 2 pocklands have been deployed to carry out this eviction drive. At present, the eviction drive is going on at the in a market area which was illegally set up by the public, and after this also eviction drive will be carried out in residential areas which have been encroached, which have been illegally built by a certain section of public. It may also be mentioned that this is a mega impact of Republic impact, because
Heated face-off in Karnataka over portrait of freedom hero Veer Savarkar. Congress stages protest. And first response from Dalai Lama on Tawang clashes, says he prefers India. Details on the other side.
कुछ पैसे बोरो करने थे।
लोन चाहिए तो पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए। पैसाबाजार.com, लोन सही मिलेगा यहीं।
भाई सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ। सुनोगे? मैच का आखिरी बॉल, कैप्टन ने टाइट फील्ड सेटिंग करी है, बॉलर का रन अप, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, बराबर साइड की ओर, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का।
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लेटिक्री टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया।
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है।
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर। जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट।
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Magnificent picture, magnificent sound, magnificent experience. Magnifique. High performance TVs by Aiwa Japan. Now in India.
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Content wins, forced landing loses. Channels spend crores on forced landing. There's only one clear winner in election week. A super election week victory. Content versus landing. Only Republic wins.
A very good afternoon. You're watching India's #1 news channel, Republic TV. This Monday afternoon, I am Shivangi Shakla. Let's see what's making the headlines right now. Face-off in Karnataka Assembly over portrait of freedom hero Veer Savarkar. Congress stages protest.
They want us not to entangle with the proceedings. They want our assembly should not take place.
Congress insults freedom fighter, says why is Jawaharlal Nehru's photo not included? Vadra Congress honors 1984 right-linked Tytler again by making him part of Bharat Joro committee.
छोड़िए अब छोड़िए ये पुरानी बातें हैं ये तो सच्चाई क्या है पॉलिटिक्स क्या है
Biggest insult to 1984 massacre victims, Tytler calls it an old issue raked up for politics.
But there's no point to return to China. I prefer India. Best place.
First response from Dalai Lama on Tawang clashes. He says he prefers India. Himanta government acts on illegal encroachment. Eviction drive underway in Batadrama. Viewers, a political storm is likely in the Karnataka Assembly, and in fact, protests are already happening after a picture of Savarkar was put up in the Assembly's hall. Reacting to the development, Congress has said that the government should have taken everybody into confidence and demanded a discussion on the corruption and the state's development. So we're getting these visuals as well, but the Congress is protesting. It's a major political slugfest erupting between the BJP and the Congress on the first day of the winter session over the installation of Savarkar's picture in the Karnataka Assembly. Many reactions coming in, viewers. Let's play them out.
After a big demand that in North Karnataka Assembly should be conducted in Suvarna Sauda after 3 years, for the first time a short session has been called here. We wanted to discuss the biggest corruption scandals of the state, of this government. We wanted to discuss about the theft of the voters. They have appointed 8,600 BLOs, which is against the constitution, which is against the law of the election commission. So we wanted to discuss that. They have appointed the workers. They are stealing the data and giving to all their political party. So already IAS officers have been suspended. We wanted to discuss on the whatever the corruption on the recruitment scandal of PSI engineers and all other scandals on employment which has been taking place. We wanted to discuss on various issues on the development agenda which they are not taking care. This has become not a development state. They are trying to take it on a communal angle. So we wanted to discuss that. They want us to protest themselves and make their leader, make their whatever the names which they are trying to bring. They never discussed with us. They never discussed with us. They diverted. They said that they are going to unveil Mahatma Gandhiji and Baba Sahib Ambedkar photo. So we are telling that you do Baba Sahib Ambedkar, you do Mahatma Gandhiji, you do Baswanda. We want our Jagjivan Ram, Shishinath Sharif, Kankadas, Valmiki, Narayan Guru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they are Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Abdul Kalam, Maulana Azad, all these great leaders who fought for our independence and who has helped for the social engineering of this state.
So will you protest inside the well of the house? How you will
Yes, definitely we will have to come on record and we will protest inside the house also.
That's what we late in the night we got information. But at the same time I was to ask the government. There are a lot of great national leaders. Their portrait photograph should have been put. Like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's photograph, Vallabhbhai Patel's photograph, Babu Jagjivan Ram's photograph. And also the state from here we have leaders like Kuempu, Valmiki, Shishinath Sharif, and a lot of names were there. They are not put, but wantingly they want to create some kind of a disturbance so that session should not go. I think that is the intention of the government. So suddenly they did not have any discussion with the opposition or any senior leaders. But suddenly in the extended night, we came to information that they are putting the portrait of Savarkar.
What does the Congress plan to do about this?
Now we are going to have a protest. Definitely we will see that. We should have all these photographs. Not protest against that photograph. We have to have a protest. So put all these photographs.
So will you, is it okay that the Savarkar photograph will...
No, let them put all these photographs. Savarkar is not above Babu Jagjeevan Ram. He's not more than Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So that's what our intention is, that put all these photographs.
So all legislators will be protesting, or will only the upper house, or only the... How is it planned?
No. Because a lot of people are coming today morning, so they were not knowing. So they may be reaching. Who are leaders, they will come and join the protest.
All right, viewers, let's go straight to Aneri, who's joining us live. Aneri, a very good afternoon to you. Just take us through all the top updates coming in right now. We are seeing that there's a big Congress versus BJP over Veer Savarkar's pictures installation in the Karnataka Assembly. What is the latest update we are getting on this top story?
Well, Shivangi, definitely the face-off between the Congress and the BJP has been escalating now in the state of Karnataka, where we see that the posters inside the assembly were unveiled this morning, but also at the same time there was Veer Savarkar's poster also which was unveiled, and that is the reason why we see that the Congress leaders were seen staging protests outside the assembly on the day one of the assembly, where we see that all the senior Congress leaders, including Siddaramaiah, including DK Shivkumar and various other leaders, were seen staging protests. But also what they have to say is, they say that this is what the BJP is trying to do, is they do not want to hold any sort of discussions in connection with the development of the state of Karnataka, and so they have been coming up with all such types of things, and that is the reason why they are staging protests. But also they demand that there should be posters of other leaders, including Jawaharlal Nehru and other such leaders, including PV Narasimha Rao and other leaders, senior leaders. Posters of them also should be put up. But now we see that there's a massive face-off between the BJP and the Congress in the state of Karnataka, whereas the Central Minister Giriraj Singh has also stated that if not Veer Savarkar, do they want Tipu Sultan's poster, which should be put up in the assembly, is what the Central Minister Giriraj Singh has been questioning the Congress party. So now we have to see how this goes ahead, because assembly session has already begun, and we see that posters were also unveiled in the assembly. So now we will have to wait and watch what will be the next move by the Congress, because their demand is that there should be posters of other senior leaders also should be put up in the assembly.
Right. And you know, we are seeing a political slugfest playing out right now, where two parties are saying two different things. Now, we are seeing the Congress saying they're staging a protest, those visuals on our screen for viewers and Eri, where they're saying that we should be consulted, we should have been consulted. On the other hand, the BJP is saying that the protest is not serving any purpose and they want the opposition to cooperate.
That's right, Shivangi. We see that the BJP has been saying that Congress party always has been making some or the other issue of small issues, and so there's nothing big out of it, which is what the BJP says. But now we see that the Congress leaders this morning were seen staging protests outside the assembly. We saw DK Shivkumar, we saw other leaders also who were seen holding the placards of other senior leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, PV Narasimha Rao and other leaders. Posters were also held in their hands. But now main question is that what Congress says that they are okay with Veer Savarkar's poster, but they want other posters, other portraits also. But then why this protest? And also at the same time they say that the BJP do not want to take up any sort of discussions in connection with the development works in the state of Karnataka, because because they wanted to bring up various issues for the discussion during the assembly session, but BJP is trying to bring up some sort of controversies what the Congress party says, but the BJP there says that there's nothing wrong in it, and they will hold a discussion, whereas Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai himself had stated that the speaker will take up a decision into this matter, and there would be a discussion with the opposition parties also. So definitely the face-off between the Congress and the BJP in Karnataka continues. It has been escalating, but yes, not to forget, Karnataka will be going to polls in next coming few months. So definitely it is very important for various issues. There could been saying that they demand.
Right. Absolutely, Aneri. Thank you for getting us all the details. Aneri getting us top details. You will see Congress protest at the Karnataka Assembly. Many reactions coming in as well, viewers. Prahlad Joshi and Giriraj Singh, both of them have gone ahead. They have slammed the Congress on what's happening there in front of the Assembly. Let's play those bites out.
बात कर रहे पार्लियामेंट सेंट्रल हॉल में सावरकर जी का फोटो है या नहीं है, और स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर है। आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंस आपके होंगे, आई डोंट डिनाई फॉर दैट। आपको क्या स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर के डालने से आपको दुख होगा? किसका डालना है? सिद्धरामैया को पूछो, ये दाऊद इब्राहिम का डालना है क्या? ये क्या चाहते हैं? व्हाट डू दे नीड? देयर प्रॉब्लम इज द पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ अपीजमेंट. This politics of appeasement has led this country to this situation today. They should understand, and at least होंगे आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंसेस कई कांग्रेस के साथ हमारा भी है, कांग्रेस के जो पहले के नेता थे उनके भी साथ भी है, लेकिन टेकिंग द कंसिडरेशन ऑफ आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंसेस सबको अपोज करना ये ठीक नहीं है. स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर एक अप्रतिम देशभक्त थे, और अंडमान निकोबार के सेल्युलर जेल में इतने बरस तक रहना, एक दिन भी कांग्रेस के नेता नहीं रह सकते थे.
वीर सावरकर की तस्वीर को लेकर बवाल हुआ है कर्नाटका के अंदर. कांग्रेस कह रही है कि तस्वीर नहीं होनी चाहिए असेंबली के अंदर, क्या कहेंगे?
तो क्या टीपू सुल्तान की तस्वीर होनी चाहिए कर्नाटक में? अगर वीर सावरकर का नहीं होना चाहिए तो किसका होना चाहिए?
Seeing those reactions play out, where we are seeing a lot of reactions, a lot of protests coming out as the Congress continues to protest outside the Assembly, and this is happening after politics over Veer Savarkar's photo, whose photo has been put in the Karnataka Assembly. The BJP has hit back at the Congress, and they have said that the Congress should cooperate instead of staging a sit-in protest. On that note, let's move on to the other big story we're tracking right now, and this is another story coming in as the winter session of the Parliament kicks off. The winter session kicks off, in fact, in Karnataka as well. Getting in an update in Maharashtra-Karnataka border dispute, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis chairing an important meeting. An important meeting is happening on the border. Rao, viewers, big news coming in at this point of time. We're getting in some details. Remember, the Maharashtra-Karnataka border row continues to simmer, and what we know so far is that there's a meeting happening between the Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde and Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis. Both of them are chairing a very, very important meeting. A very important meeting at this point of time. A short while back, we have seen that the tensions are simmering in the Karnataka-Maharashtra border, where huge protests are happening. They have been planned as well today for the last winter session of the government in Karnataka. All right, let's go ahead to Sandeep. Sandeep, we are coming to know that as, of course, we wait for what the Supreme Court says, and the Home Minister Amit Shah is making sure that both leaders from Karnataka and Maharashtra are sitting and they're talking to each other, but still we see that tensions are simmering. Now we get to know that there's an important meeting happening in Maharashtra. Take us through the details.
Nagpur session is underway in Maharashtra, and in fact, between the session, the NCP workers, specifically Hassan Mushrif, NCP leader, went out there on the borders, tried to cross the border at Belgaum, and in fact, he was detained in Kolhapur. Remember, for the same reason, NCP is trying to create a law and order situation in both the state, be it Maharashtra or Karnataka. Now, over the same issue was in fact raised in the House as well today in Nagpur, and the Chief Minister of Maharashtra in fact had mentioned that whatever the discussion on Karnataka and Maharashtra border was supposed to take has already been done between the Union Home Minister. It is the first time that any Home Minister is mediating between two states over the border issue, and in fact he has mentioned that we have been asked not to speak over the border issue, and in fact be it both the Chief Minister, we will not speak over it because this may cause a law and order situation in both the states. Now, apart from that, despite that, NCP and MVA leaders are very much aggressive on the border issue, and for the same reason now the Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and the Chief Minister of Maharashtra Eknath Shinde, they are holding a meeting in fact to discuss over this issue, what needs to be done over this, and in fact how to control the opposition party to make sure that law and order situation remains in place and no violence takes place between on the border areas. So for the same reason the meeting is underway. It will be very much important to see what comes out next, and in fact what would be the next move of the Maharashtra government, what kind of statement will be made from the Deputy Chief Minister, who also holds the portfolio of Home Minister as well. So he in fact has a huge responsibility to make sure that law and order remains in place in the state of Maharashtra. But yes, amid the border tension, it will be Maharashtra government role will be very much crucial, that how they will control the NCP leaders who are trying to in fact disturb the law and order situation on the borders.
Right. Sandeep is getting us all the details. So Sandeep is telling us is that some meetings are happening in Maharashtra between the CM and also the Deputy CM as tension simmers between the border, Karnataka-Maharashtra border. And of course, right now all efforts are also on to make sure that there's a resolution to the decades-old issue.
देखिए, पंजाब में सरकार बदलने के बाद जैसे आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार आई तो 3 महीनों में 70 से ज़्यादा लोगों की वहाँ पर हत्याएं हो गई, गैंग वॉर चलनी शुरू हो गई, मशहूर गायक की हत्या कर दी गई, फिरौती के काम शुरू हो गए और सीमा पार से कुछ घटनाओं को अंजाम देने के प्रयास भी हुए। और जिस तरह से खालिस्तान के बात वापस सुनने को मिली है, मेरा तो इतना ही रहेगा कि बॉर्डर स्टेट है, कमजोर सरकार से काम नहीं चल सकता। जिस तरह से केंद्र में मोदी सरकार ने कड़ी कार्रवाई आतंकवाद के खिलाफ की है, उसी तरह की कार्रवाई पंजाब में भी होनी चाहिए। ऐसी सोच को फिर पनपने नहीं देना चाहिए।
Viewers, days after an interim report was submitted to the Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma in connection with the illegal encroachment of the Shatra lands, Nagaon District Administration has started the mega eviction drive against the encroachment on the government lands in Patadrapa. Now, heavy security has been deployed in the area to assist the local administration. According to the Assam DIG, more than 500 police personnel in the non-lethal gear have been deployed for the eviction drive in the area. District administration officials claim that notices were sent to around 1,000 alleged encroacher families during the October month, asking them to clear the land. Important to note that as per the interim report, Nagaon district has third highest extent of Shatra lands that have been illegally encroached upon.
Continues in Batadruba area of Nagaon district. I am now joined on this broadcast by DIG Central Range of Assam Police Setakam Hazarika. Mr. Hazarika, how many police personnel have been deployed as far as this eviction drive is concerned, and what are the preparation that has been made by the police?